What is up, my Lorcana Goons, and welcome back to the Lorcana Goons channel. My name is Kevin, and you're joined with Zach Stone and I for the Friday weekly market watch, where we go over Lorcana news, meta trends, and card prices. And if you guys have not been keeping up with all this Lorcana news, we've been having cards revealed. There was an official stream this week. We've dropped numerous videos throughout this week as well, and live streams where we went over new cards and our very own card reveal as well, which is really cool. If you guys didn't get to see that, please go check that out. But yeah, so there's not like much like brand new news to talk about that we haven't already talked about on the channel throughout the week. There's a couple new cards you want to go over today. But before we get into that, I do want to start off by saying thank you very much to everybody who likes, comments, and subscribes to the channel. I'm going to be going on a vacation this week for about a week, and Zach is going to take over on basically Monday through Friday this coming week to do the next Friday's market watch all by himself, and then hopefully I believe a video on Monday as well, because with me not being here, I'm not going to be able to do market watch videos on Monday while I'm gone. And it also got me thinking, especially with the way Lorcana is looking right now. It's a little slow, all this rotation news. It got me thinking, maybe there isn't a use case for the time being, at least not anymore, for twice a week market watch videos, right? I don't feel like there's a need to make a market watch video on Monday and Friday anymore. So this is the official announcement of the retirement of the Monday market watch. From now on, market watch videos are only going to be Fridays with Zach and I, and Mondays are going to be reserved for something a little bit more meta relevant. You know, I definitely want to take time, and Zach too, hopefully this Monday, to look over deck lists, and we're going to be introducing a new segment which will premiere probably this week or next week, so you can keep getting your fill of Lorcana Monday content from us. So that's not going anywhere. Stay tuned to Lorcana Goons for your Monday and Friday content guaranteed. We're just not going to do market watch videos on Monday anymore. So yeah, that Monday was the last one, but every Friday, you guys want to keep up with your prices, your meta trends, etc., you know you can join the Lorcana Goons channel over here. And if there's ever any like breaking information, we're always going to talk about the pricing, because that's what matters a lot to us over here as players. But yeah, some new cards that came out this week. Zach, we have Jean, the Nice Land Resident, a 1-cost inkable, 1-strength, 2 willpower amber character. This was revealed by HappyChap76 on Twitter, sketching out Lorcana. Whenever this character quests, you may remove up to 2 damage from chosen character. Kind of mid, not too crazy, right?
It's just a 1-drop 1/2. It does have a little niche ability where you can remove damage from a character. I'm not too sure if that's going to be like in use right away. We'll see. Maybe there's going to be some gene shift coming out that might make this card a little more relevant. But for right now, I'm not the biggest fan of the card. I do gotta say though, I do respect more cards from the Wreck-It Ralph IP. This Ana, the Shift Ana right here, 6-cost thinkable 3/6 with 2 lore, and the Shift 4 has support. And whenever this character quests, if you have a character named Elsa in play, you may draw a card. And we do know that the 3-cost Elsa from the first chapter will be rotated in the newest set, so that is something to consider. This Ana's gonna have a lot more Elsa characters running around. I mean, Kevin, what do you think about this?
I'm super hyped. Yeah, this card actually looks decent compared to some of the other Ana cards they've given us in the past. It seems like a pretty cool shift line too. It's you have to play it in Blurple. So it's looking like Ana and Elsa deck is gonna be a blue purple deck. You're gonna have to like stick to those colors if you want to play that. But being able to quest and draw a card is not bad. You know, 2 for 1. You get the lore and you draw a card. You have to have an Elsa in play. Hopefully, well, we do know that they're reprinting Elsa in set 9 from the first chapter. So hopefully they give us a decent amount of Elsas, but they even gave us some new Ana targets to shift on. The Ana Trusting Sister, a 2-strength, 2 willpower character over here, with an ability that says when you play this character, if you have a character named Elsa in play, you may put the top card of your deck into the inkwell face down and exert it. 3-cost inkable, quest for 2, kind of like a Mickey Mouse detective, right?
Yeah, basically, right. You do have a little bit of a different stat line, 1/3 and 1 lore versus 2/2 and 2 lore. But a conditional top deck ink, but ink ability, so the card can be used and be placed into your inkwell.
I'm
That's
sorry,
like the
real quick.
theme. I think they're Oh, go ahead.
I can't tell you how many times I've played a deck with like 4 Mickey Mouse Detective, and I draw like way too many Mickey Mouse Detective, and you can't ink them, and it just feels so bad. So that's my immediate thought, is the inkable Mickey, right?
Correct. Yeah, I mean they're going with this theme with this like Elsa, Anna, like blurple power from more of the reveals that we're gonna go over right now. But this is a cool card too. This Olaf, the 2/1. When you play this character, chosen opposing character loses a strength, so it can be used to kind of like take back some of the board presence. I know Blurple has a lot of characters that can like get over certain characters, but then being able to like protect your own without like trading can be like the difference into like trading like a Smee into with like a fox or like a crab, for example. It is a one drop too, so you're not missing your tempo. But this is the one that I really wanted to get to. Into the Unknown,
Oh
a
yeah.
3-cost inkable song. So this can be sang, and it does say put chosen exerted character into player's inkwell face down and exerted. So this is a cheaper in what's it called? Cheaper let it go that only can choose exerted characters. But that's not bad at all.
No, it's really good. I think it's really good, especially with some of the new like freeze mechanics we're gonna be seeing or we've had in the past of Lorcana, like the Elsa from first chapter, not the big Elsa, the 3-cost one that we're getting reprinted in Epic Rare. That character you exert, you choose a character to exert it, and then you can combo it off with the Into the Unknown now and banish that character. For only three ink more, and it's inkable. It's an inkable song. So cool that they gave us Let It Go. It's cool that they give us Let It Go for the first rotation, and maybe that they might rotate Let It Go out. But we're gonna get Into the Unknown, another Elsa song, an awesome Elsa song by the way. Yeah, I think this opens up a lot of crazy lines for the Blurble deck too. I felt like you were kind of forced to play 4 Hades, 4 Let It Go in like blue purple. But who knows what's gonna stay post rotation? But even in set 8. You probably can take out some of those Hades for this Into the Unknown now because you're able to use it with your Elsa Fit Spirit as well. You can play Elsa Fit Spirit, exert an opposing character, use your crab, your fox, your any 3-cost character to sing this card, and then bam, you got to remove a card from the board.
Maybe Pinocchio makes a comeback. The two cost
Ooh,
uninkable,
yes,
yeah, because
yes.
you can go Bell turn one and say they play a Daisy, you can just get out that Daisy right
Ooh,
away.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
and
go
Pinocchio
popsicle
sing with
bell,
Bell.
Pinocchio
Mm-hmm,
excerpt, sing with bell. It's a
mm-hmm,
3-cost song, Zach Stone. That is so true. That is so true. If
mm-hmm.
only it wasn't color locked. If it wasn't color locked in purple or blue, maybe you could play this with Ursula Deceiver of All. That'd be insane. That'd be too good. That'd be too good.
Oh,
Some other songs that were revealed. I want to go over these real quick because it is a market watch, by the way. New songs, new songs. Beyond the Horizon, 7-cost uninkable steel action. Sing Together 7. They're bringing back Sing Together. I love it. Choose any number of players. They discard their hands and draw 3 cards each. This is like whole new world. It's like Walmart's whole new world. It's a whole new world at home. If they rotate out whole new world, they're like, hey, we're gonna reprint this card but make it way more fair. That's exactly what this card feels like. Zach, I know you have your opinions on this. What do you feel about this compared to something like Whole New World?
I think this allows certain like other Amber Steel type strategies to actually like exist even more now because for example like Diggy Hole would not be able to play something like a Whole New World, but you can now start to build a deck with the Singer 4 characters, and you can have like a line where like you empty out your hand pretty well, and you're gonna be able to like draw 3 cards at the same time of like weakening your opponent's hand by making them ditch theirs and only downsizing it to 3 potentially. So this card might have a little bit of a drawback being the fact that it's uninkable and it's pretty high cost. But I like this a lot because if you're building more of a low to the ground strategy, if you're trying to kind of take advantage of what like Amber Steel's like color pair has, this card could actually do a lot of work. So I'm excited. Am I sad to see this replace Whole New World? Potentially, but overall, I think that this card can be played in a lot of different steel strategies.
I mean, we'll see what happens in terms of like say Amber Steel. Like they might not rotate out Whole New World, and this card could be used in a bunch of other decks. But yeah, the Sing Together mechanic, you can take advantage of it using singers in the Amber deck. You know, you got Cinderella, you got Ursula. Huge shout out Citizens of Lorcana for posting these on Twitter and then crediting all the artists for their and all the content creators for their card reveals. Personally, I really like the artwork for this card too. By the way, it just reminds me so much of the original Lilo and Stitch box art cover for the VHS. Them 3 on the surfboard. I hope they make this into an enchanted. I hope this becomes an enchanted. That would be so cool. I get the feeling that that'd make an awesome enchanted. One more card before we call it a day on new cards. a new Mirabel Madrigal. I'm gonna read this in Spanish because I don't know what the English translation is, but is La Bambina Curiosa, a one cost inkable. I'm pretty sure it's Curious Child, right? One cost inkable, zero strength, two willpower that says when you play this character, you can reveal a song card in your hand and gain one lore. I love this, Zach Stone. This is so awesome. Imagine playing this, bouncing it back with your snake, playing it again next turn. That's a lot of lore you can gain. I get the feeling this is the card that we kind of needed for this like yellow purple Madrigal song deck.
Not only is it like instant lore gain, it allows you to actually like do stuff and gain lore if you get like peated, for example. Another thing to mention too is that there is a shift Mirabelle from Crazia's Island, and that is that this is a nice target to shift on because the previous one was like a 3 cost, but I feel like that card could be kind of used. It's a evasive singer 5. So it has a lot more singers, and we're starting again get this theme that the Madrigal deck is basically a song tempo deck, and you gain a lot of lore by singing with your characters. There's Peppa, there's Sleepy's flute still in the current rotation, so you have a lot of ways of just like powering out a lot of lore. And I'm honestly going to want to work on something like this, even if it's just a fun deck. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, no. Good cards, good strategies. Very a lot of new hard hitting strategies. Making an appearance in Reign of Jafar, which hits stores in about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. I want to say last weekend of May, which is what May 26th, May 28th, something like that.
It's gonna be 3 weeks. Yeah.
3 weeks, 3 weeks. Okay, so in 3 weeks we're gonna have those cards and more. There's a lot of cards being hyped up in this set, Zach Stone, especially the Lady and the Tramp package, the Chernadog cards. A lot of new Tramp cards have been released. There's a new Shift Tramp that's coming out. There's also some new Lady cards that'll make you burst lore, play characters. And I think because of that, a lot of people started thinking maybe the Enchanted Tramp is going to be a lot better than what we currently think it is, which it has sold this high before. I think in the beginning of the format when Chernodog was popping off, the Tramp almost sold for around 200. Yeah, like 189 was the all-time high. So it's not new. It's not anything too brand new that today another one sold for 179, 179 again, 150, 144, 125, 140. All of these are the recent sales, and now there's only 3 listings left, Zach Stone. 3 listings left. Zulu's Games for 176 with $5 shipping. Cyfrid TCG for $200, and then Unique Emporium also for $200. It's right there again. It's right at the cusp of $200 again. And all this is just based off of the new reveals, the new card reveals. A lot of people think, including myself, Trinidad is going to be a tier 1 deck. I think it's currently a tier 1 deck, but giving the deck even more support, yeah, I think it's going to be that good. And I like this card. This card is really useful in also like non yellow green decks, just in any emerald deck. I feel like this Tramp Enterprising Dog kind of can fit a couple copies in there. What do you think?
Not only do I agree with what you just said, I personally I kind of saw this one coming. Even with like the first couple of reveals, I was already like sold. Like before we got the 3 cost lady, I was kind of sold already with the shift tramp because this is a good target for it. However, my honest opinion is with all of these other characters and cards being revealed for the deck, I mean, you might be able to play 4 copies of this tramp, but you might not want to play 4 copies. You might want to fit some other characters. You might not have room to like play all the ones that you would like to play. So we'll see. There's a lot of cards that are getting revealed for this color pair, and there's going to be some counterplay. Of course, people are going to be building their decks around that. So yeah, this is something that you have to also consider too. The non-foil tramps, the non-enchanteds are also $7. Personally, I
Wow.
personally think that
Wow.
this might settle,
Oh
but
yeah, I think this is
let's
gonna, oh,
take a
these are yeah, these are gonna settle for sure.
let's take a look at some actual sold prices because I'm curious to see if people are actually spending $7. So yeah, like we never know the
Five?
shipping amount that's spent on these ones, but it looks like $5, maybe like $1 and some change shipping at most. So like $6 is going to be on average what people are spending. I don't think it's bad if $7 is the value of this card because honestly, it's going to be played in at least 3 or 4 copies in the Chernodog deck. Don't get me wrong, but it might go down. It might settle down to like a $5 card if I'm being honest with you. Kevin, did you got your tramps yet?
I mean, I have the deck built. This is one of my favorite decks. I have the deck, but I don't have the enchanted tramps. No. I want to say I have like maybe two cold foils that I just put to the side for myself. This is wild though. $6 to $7 for this rare. I think it'll settle down below $5. I think there's plenty of decks you can play. I think the card's good. The deck is good. This is like super super wild. I didn't expect this today, to be honest. Really funny to see if it's a bunch of turn and dog mirror matches in the format. That I'm totally down for that. Totally down for that. But yeah, if you guys have had these rares sitting around in your binders in your bulky, because these were around 50 cents to $1 in April. Make sure you throw them back in your binder. They're at least $5 today, guys. At least $5 for your non-foils. Cold foils today. Lowest verified listing is going to be $8 for a light plate, and then $19.99 with $5 shipping for a near mint by lowest verified Brothers Pokeboom. Wow. So if you want a cold foil, maybe you're gonna have to pay maybe like $25. It's funny because the Tramp Street Smart Dog is not going up as much in price, but the best combo is going to be the new Lady. Turn 1, turn 2, you play a 1 cost character with this Tramp, and then you can quest for 3 on turn 1. This Tramp is still very good though. I think in that deck color pool, so I'm surprised this one's not going up. It's still only 50 cents. But let's look at the cold foils. I know the cold foils have been getting a lot of sales movement this week. Market price is $3.75, but lowest verified $4.13 with some shipping. Then we have $5.68 shipping included for our verified seller on Tramp Street Smart Dog. So even this cold foil Tramp now at least $5, right? But there's a lot of stuff going down in price. A lot of stuff going down in price too. I think rotation and stuff like that is like getting people to like sell off a lot of their cards or kind of rethink the meta, right? Maui Sharks, these are kind of coming down a little bit. Lowest verified is 47.18 now by start over, so less than $50 for your Maui Sharks. How you feeling about that, Zach?
The Maui Shark hype, I think, was very, very much a thing during the DKP Terror season. I remember when he first won the Australian DLC and was able to make this card go from like 40 to like almost like $50, and even from there it went up more from like 45 to like 70, and then cold foils were like almost 100. But now we're starting to see prices settle. A card that will not be rotated out, however, a lot of its tools are going to be rotated out. Brawls, for example, if it doesn't get reprinted, of course. How far I'll go, McDuck Manor. There's a lot of tools that this deck loses, especially a Pirate's Life. I know Kevin loves a Pirate's Life right now, and that card, I could see it go, but they are bringing back Sing Together cards. They might reprint some more Sing Together cards. We'll see. We'll see. More Ruby cards that are actually going down in price too right now are the Sisu Empowered Sibling. Look at this, guys. I can buy myself a copy of a non-foil for $12. If I want a verified seller to feel a little bit more safe, I got to spend a quarter more. So this is no longer your $20 powerhouse. This has gone down in price, unfortunately. And yeah, keep in mind anything that's usually been not confirmed in the current rotation of core constructed. If you guys did not know, I vend at Frank and Sons Collectible Show in the City of Industry. I'm there every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Even though Kevin will be out of town, Kevin, where can people normally find you at?
I am at Ninja Exchange in Carlsbad. That's San Diego County, so North San Diego County. If you guys are ever in that area, we're there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But yeah, Sisu comes out in set 4, and as we know, rotation is going to be inactive by set 9, and sets 1 through 4 are not going to be playable in the core constructed format. And although they have other alternative formats to use these cards in, like I feel like the most popular format is going to be like the main constructed core format. So people are selling off their cards, man. This is from the latest set that that could possibly get rotated out, Ursula's Return. And yeah, man, just about a week ago, $20, and now hitting that $12 mark. And same goes for some of these other really powerful cards that were just pretty expensive not that long ago, about a month ago. Strength of Raging Fire was selling for $15, even more sometimes, but today lowest verified is $9.30 by the Rift NY. Shout out you guys. Be Prepared also just coming down in price. Look at this, $5 Be Prepared, guys. The Crafty Collectors for $11 with a $1.31 shipping. Then Nobel Cards $5.40 for your Be Prepared. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, These are some deals right now, guys. And keep in mind we're still unsure, right? And I'm more protecting myself in case if there's like a there's cards that don't get confirmed reprints, but we are now seeing them willing to reprint stuff even as early as in set 8. We did get the confirmed Captain Hook and a Dalmatian Puppy Tail Waggers. So keep in mind, guys, that these cards are going to be coming back. A card that's even confirmed for the current rotation is still seeing a dip in price. So the reprints, for example, might be something that's deterring a lot of people. However, there's some differences with some of the cards. The set that they're from might have better value. Will have to come to see. These Tinkerbell Giant Fairies are the cheapest I've seen them ever. I still like to call back to during the first chapter days of a $33 Tinkerbell, Kevin. So it's a crazy dip in price for this card that doesn't see too much play anymore.
Yeah, like you said, this card also confirmed we were going to get this as a promo in the Fable 9 gift set. So there's going to be a lot of Tinkerbell Giant Fairies running around. They're going to be widely available. So yeah, I've never seen this card this cheap, less than $5, around $3 to $4 currently for your Tinkerbell Giant Fairy. Tomato is so shiny. This card too, man. These were at least $4 to $5 for the longest time. Market price is now $1.81, around $2 for your Tamatoas. 155 by Cardboard Castle and the 179 by Sunshine Games. A lot of people, man, they're just getting rid of their cards that we don't know if they're going to get reprinted. But I'm glad you mentioned that, Zach, because we are getting some reprints confirmed in set 8, Reign of Jafar. So you never know, guys. They could reprint Madam M Fox. They could reprint Be Prepared. They could reprint Sisu. All of these cards in any of these sets. But even if they reprint them, right, the value will still go down because it's a reprint. So I get the feeling that a lot of these prices are not going to recover anytime soon, at least not too high. Market price for Mim Fox is now 172. These were $3 for the longest. These were $3 for the longest, and now Tournament City has them for 155 with a little bit of extra shipping right there. But yeah, your card prices are going down if they're from sets 1 through 4. I get the feeling sets 5 through 6, 7 probably have a lot of sleeper cards, like the way Tramp has shot up this week. So I would say like try start picking out some strategies post rotation and maybe think about what cards you think are going to be very usable after that. After that time frame, but enough about the meta trends and the meta staples that are dipping down in price. Like, let's talk about some set champs information because it's set champ season. And we have a lot of people who are winning their Hero Hamada Armored Designer Championship promos, and these are coming down in price, which we expected. This usually happens on the first week of set championships. From around $60 to $50 is now the asking price. $49.99 or $45 are recent sales for this Hero Hamada, and lowest verified is $49.99 by Deuces TCG. So anywhere from $45 to $50 is probably what you can sell your Hero Hamada for. Maybe a little bit less if you're getting a percentage from a shop or something. But alongside of that, you also get the promo, the participation promo selling for a whopping $3. Wow. TZ Toys and Games $2.98. They have 4 of them for you. Then Starlight Store has 34 of them for you. Wow, a store with 34 participation promos. Interesting. I hate the way this looks. I wish this had no border, right?
Yeah, it could have been a glimmer foil too. There's like, a lot of things they can do differently there. I do kind of miss, and this is like my own personal opinion, I do miss when it was just top 4. It was a little bit more earning, but at the end of the day, like, this is what we got. We got more copies available for people. There's twice the amount more, I think, that would be in circulation than the first two, Ursula and Stitch. But that's what that comes with, like, a dip in value. So, like, you're going to these set champs and you're playing X amount of hours, and you get to walk away with this and feel good about it. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people choosing set champs with other pricing involved because of that, because the hero isn't enough for them, and it's up to the individual. I always recommend supporting the LGSs that do support the community too. So try to find the ones that are adding some additional prizes out what you're after. If you want to support your local game store, definitely do that. And the other thing I like to mention is I wish I had more time to play in these set champs, so I really hope Ravensburger considers opening up outside of just the weekend. I really hope that they do that, allow stores to do that, so someone like myself and you, Kevin, can actually get more time to play in some of these.
Yeah. Working on weekends, like having a dedicated I work on weekends schedule is really lame during set champ season because I do feel like the only person aside from you, Zach, that is not playing set champs tournaments, and it sucks. It really sucks. I would love to go play one on Thursday or Wednesday. I do understand that it is a lot though because they have to cut to a top eight and all that stuff. But it's just exactly like you said, bro, the pricing isn't as prestigious as it used to be in terms of the promos. Like you're all getting the same pricing for top eight, unless you get first place, you get the championship mat, or unless your local game store is offering like the pricing and extended pricing or more pricing. And I would be down to go to a set champs with no extra pricing on a Thursday or a Wednesday just for the sake of being able to play, bro. But yeah, right now, I agree with you too. I don't mind that it's top eight for the promo. I think it's cool. I think it would be a little bit cooler if they didn't do the participation card, or if they made it like a glimmer foil or a non-foil. I remember people were saying, oh, it should be top eight, but top four should get a foil and top eight should get a non-foil version. And there's a bunch of different ways you can do it. I kind of do like this thing though. The only champion mat. I know a lot of people are salty about this, but I think this kind of goes hand in hand with what you were saying, Zach. Like now, top eight, everyone in top eight gets a promo, but there's only one person that gets crowned the champion. Only one person gets this dang near $200 playmat. Most recent sales for the Hero Hamada champion mat are selling for 159, 185, 165. Some even selling. Ooh, this is a bundle right here for a championship promo for participating and the mat. Man, bro had to try like 4 times. Hey, congrats to you though. Congrats to you. 4 times the charm. But yeah, I think it makes it makes it a little bit more interesting. Like you still have that competitiveness, that competitive drive to want to get first place, to get the mat, and you don't have people in the finals splitting every single time, and just one person being like, "Well, I'll just give you the champion mat or something." So that's very interesting to see. It's kind of like they did both. They gave stuff to everybody who's participating. They even broke it down a little bit easier for the top eight cut, who's participating. But they still left that competitive sportsmanship drive for a lot of us to obtain this mat, to obtain this championship mat. So I think that's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to seeing some set championship spice. If you guys are part of the Lorcana Goon Squad community, consider joining our Discord where you can drop your deck list link in our deck list section so I can try and make a video.
Yeah, no, definitely. Please join our Discord. We are very close to over 1,000 members, and Kevin and I will make some time later on when we do hit our goal of 1,000 members to create a Discord main stage. Please get involved, please get active, and drop those set champ deck lists because we do want to showcase them on some of our future content. Who knows? Maybe Monday might just be like deck reviews, or maybe it could be some other strategies evolved like that. Let us know down in the comments what you guys want to see from the Goons. We want to give you guys the best content in the game right now.
Yes, I really appreciate you guys for sticking around. If you guys have been watching the Market Watch videos since the beginning of the channel, you know we've done them every single Monday and Friday for almost 2 years now. We haven't missed a single one. Even when I was in Guatemala, I was out there filming the Market Watches on Monday. This trip that I'm going on this week is very important to me. It's very special to me. So I do not want to have like I don't want to be doing anything other than focusing on this trip. To be honest. So I hope you guys understand that. I hope you guys respect that and give Zach Stone the love and respect that you guys have shown me while Zach takes over the channel for a week. And yeah, we really appreciate the Lorcana Goon Squad for being such active members. It's been a crazy week of news. We hope you guys saw the card reveal. Stay tuned to Lorcana Goons for more on all of our social media platforms. And yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see on the new Monday series, because we've done the Market Watch Mondays for so long. And I think right now Lorcana is in a very like slow space, right? There's no DLCs happening. I feel like a lot of the stuff with the Monday Market Watch was catching up with tournament stuff and catching up with like what happened at the DLCs, but we're not in that season right now. So we could dedicate that space for even better content for you guys. And Zach and I have some ideas already, but it doesn't hurt to get your opinions too. So let us know down below what you guys would like to see on Mondays instead of a Monday Market Watch. But if you guys like the Market Watch, and that's what you guys are here for, every Friday, guys, every Friday you still get it with Zach Stone and I. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're part of the Lorcana Goon Squad community, and we'll see you goons next time.